Boker Tov, everyone. Good morning. We continue 3 minute daily dose of Torah. Yesterday we talked about the fact that after Yaakov dies, he is embalmed. That's a 40-day process, and then there was a crying for him for 70 days. We try to unpack that a little bit. Maybe the 70 is the 40 days of embalming and the 30 days of Shloshim. But what does it mean by Yivko Oto Mitzrayim? That Egypt cried for him. Says the Radak. Aval Yaakov, V'chol Tana Yamim Balchu Oto HaMitzrim. All those, days, the Egyptians wept for him. Lichvod Yosef. And that was done as an act of honor for Yosef. There's a national mourning that happens not only when the national leader passes, but as an act of kavod to the leader when you're, especially in a relative autocracy, when that leader suffers a loss, then people out of kavod for the leader will mourn along with him. His father passes, we will cry for the father too. Secondly, he says, Udivrei Rabotenu Zal, but according to the Chachamim, it's also quoted in Rashi, Bachu Oto Gam Lichivodo. The weeping was actually directly, not because of Yosef, and people had to honor Yosef and they'll mourn for his father. No, everyone actually wept for Yaakov. What did Yaakov do? I mean, it's nice, but what did he do? He lived there for 17 years and seemingly hung around in Goshen and didn't really interact with everybody else. But here we have a tradition that says, Lefi shenifsak hara'av ba'avuro. The famine ceased because of him. If we talked last week that Yaakov came to Paro and we gave him a bracha, right? He gives a bracha to Paro and he says, if you remember, as he leaves, that the Nile should rise for him. The actual understanding of Chazal is that the Nile rose for Yaakov. Not just because Yaakov gave a bracha to Paro, so then when he shows up, the water rises. No, the Nile rose, and people knew it. The Nile rose and for Yaakov, and the larger statement is that the famine broke. Yosef had interpreted a dream that Paro had, a dream that God filled Paro with information with, right? That Yosef just unpacks. That there will be 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. So how do you break that prophetic understanding of the dream that's interpreted by Yosef? Who has the power to undo the clear message from God that this is what's going to happen? And the answer is Yaakov. The merits of Yaakov. That this righteous man who came down to this country and with not much to do with them other than his sons of Viceroy, he actually helped change the fate of that country, and through that, the fate of all the other nations that would once more be able to turn to Egypt for help, even if the famine still was continuing in the other places. That is the great merit that Yaakov brought. Think of the merit that you brought. Think of the merit that your parents or grandparents have brought to this country. And they are many. And they are many. Have a great day.